Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your long daily dose of skill. And today, as promised, you are going to have a Tech 3 showcase of Object 705A and how we are going to do everything since fellas, we was playing with all those lower tiers already, and if you want to see them in action, everything is going to be under the description, right? With a Tech 3 showcase of IS-7, but now we will play a couple of battles with ISM, couple of battles with 705, couple of battles with 705A, and those vehicles is very interesting. It's definitely not my cup of tea, but maybe some of you like to side scrap on the corner. You like not very reliable guns, especially on the tier 10. And we'll see how the games will go today. So without further ado, fellas, let's start our gaming experience, and we are starting obviously with the top tanks. That's how we are doing this. I do not play we are going to have a topic about the free experience in general, how to manage it, but not today, let's say like that, not today. Anyways, ISM, let's start our journey. This vehicle, in my opinion, well, first of all, I don't really like the rear mounted turrets, okay? I do not really enjoy that. I don't really think it is my cup of tea, but once again, it is only me. What we are going to do right here, more likely we are going to go into the city. We have an amazing matchmaking tier 8 battle. I think I'm going to go into the city instead of going into the small city, or however it's called. We are going to move either here, or either here, and we will fight against the enemies which is playing around this area. Nothing too scary in the enemy matchup. Tiger 2 not a big problem, T32 not a big problem, Cover 4 not a big problem. Well, Defender is a bit let's say like that, it's not that easy to deal with a defender, but we will try to do everything what we can. And you know what? If our team is going to go aggressively over there, we can punish the guys which is playing around this area very soon. So we are crossing like this. It's not safe crossing, but as you can see, I managed to do that without taking one for the team, which is always good. And I think, fellas, there's two options. Either way I want to play over there, or either way I want to go a bit more aggressive. And probably I want to go a bit more aggressive now when I'm looking into this situation. Aha. Look, Tiger 2 is very brave. Oh, he's brave cookie. Can we snap him? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Well, unfortunately I did not manage to penetrate him, but Tiger made a mistake and Tiger is dead. Am I sure about that? Absolutely yes. I want to track him. This is important so our team can simply claim his life, and right here we are side scrapping. So I can tell you one thing. Tiger completely messed up right here, and he's not feeling good. In fact, he's dead meat already. Now the next thing which we are going to do, we are going to go against the defender. What is this tank strong side? This tank strong side is you can side scrap on the corner. This is the best thing what this tank can do, and this tank is all about side scrapping, right? So keep this in mind. For example, right here I'm trying to make a hard angle for defender to penetrate, but since defender is spamming gold, angle is not that good for us, which is shame, but not much what I can change right there. I hope, fellas, well, look, this is the typical situation right there, right? It is very typical situation in my opinion. This is how this tank armor is looking like when you are meeting people which is loading gold, and there is nothing shameful about that, but this is one of the things which I hate. The heavy tanks, and especially this line. When you are not side scrapping, let's say like that properly, right? When you are not wanking next to the corner for all your battle, you are playing in semi-open field, enemies can eat you without even asking your name. Keep this in mind. This is the reality with this vehicle, and you need to be aware of that. If you are side scrapping on the corner, yes, this tank have relatively okay armor. Actually, it's nice armor, not okay. It is nice armor. Speaking about this vehicle, but it's not the best armor in the world of tanks by any means, and let's say like that. This vehicle is definitely not my cup of tea, and a lot of people said and was thinking this tank is going to be better than IS-3. No, it's not. It is not better than IS-3. Unfortunately, I met the defender, and defender Schnei banged me in the face. Very, very unfortunate, but not much what I can change right there, and I am just accepting my fate. Not much what I can do right there, in other words. In the next battle, I will try to play way defensively. Way more defensively. I will try to take the corner, and I will try to side scrap over there. The mistake which I made right there, I was brave and I was trying to face defender face to face. That was not good. What I needed to do, instead of going over there, I needed to go piri like this to take this position over there, and then I could shit on everyone which is playing over there for 3 days straight. But hey, once again, we met one of the most powerful tanks in the world of tanks in the tier 8, which is defender, and it is not a big surprise we got gangbanged, right? What we are going to do now, we are going to wait until this battle will be over, and in fact, we are back, fellas. I know. It took 0.03 seconds for you, and it took 5 minutes for me. Defender completely destroyed our team. Unfortunately, our guys did not knew how to penetrate it, and it's completely understandable. Defender did a very, very good job. He did everything properly, and once again, I have no rights to complain about this, because I did not play it very well here. I did not use this tank strong side. So once again, boys, those vehicles, right, they are very, very, very specific tanks to play with. In my opinion, in the open maps, you are completely useless piece of kaku. In the city maps, you need to side scrap, and I will try to do that now. Tier 9 game, not bad at all, and we will try to go into the city, and obviously we will side scrap there all day, all night long, and we'll see how the things will go. You saw in the first video, in the first battle, you saw how weak this tank can be if you are meeting someone who have enough penetration simply to deal with you, and when you are not using the position properly, right? That was the very, very first part. The second part of all this, how this tank is performing when you are side scrapping properly, which is looking pretty much like this. You don't want to show your front at all, you are trying to work with your side. And in this way, what the flying bananas from Banana Land. Anyways, like I said, fellas, what the F is this? I mean, I'm speaking about the camo. Anyways, what do we want to do? Obviously, we want to take either this position, but probably position is going to be over there, and we will try to do as much as we can in order to punish enemies for their stupidity. Hopefully, it's going to work well. By the way, we are showing off against the Love, and Love is thinking, damn boy, I wish I would have this gun, the gun elevation like this. I don't even know what the Love is thinking, fellas. I have no clue. Anyways, fellas, I remember when I was playing for Mark of Excellence with this vehicle, right? When I tried to get up to the 3rd mark, the start was, I hated this vehicle. Then I started loving it, or I did not mind this tank too much. But the start was bloody awful. Plus on top of that, when this tank is stock, so when you are going to see the tank has 1.4 thousand hit points, you can penetrate into the turret pretty much wherever you want to. So keep this in mind, it's also very, very important part of all this, right? So we pretty much arrived to our corner, and now we will start our journey by side scrapping over there. Let's hope everything is going to look nice. So how everything is looking like? Yep, this is exactly the case which we want to have, right? This guy tried to cross. Obviously, he lost majority of his hit points for being brave. And right there, I saw how the wall followed over there. He is miss side scrapping right there, and we are simply punishing him for. Well, we meant to punish him for his stupidity, but unfortunately that was not the case. It's okay. Now look, he's side scrapping pretty much well, and I can't do too much for this guy right here, which is sad story, but it is definitely the case. Wait a second, can we craft a better angle for this guy? Sure we can. I'm not entirely sure what the flying F he is doing right here, and as you can see, when you are side scrapping, if you are showing this part, you are side scrapping badly. So I can blame only myself for side scrapping badly right here. Pretty much what is your main thoughts and your main thing what you want to do right there? You just don't want to show your front at all. I saw that. You just don't want to show the front at all, and you want to punish enemies which is peeking on you. Very specific tank to play with. Majority of people do not adore this vehicle and they won't enjoy playing with this tank. I am definitely one of them. But as you can see, the Ruski armor can work, and it's quite trollish armor, right? Anyways, do I think this vehicle is worth attention? Do I think this tank is awesome? Do I think this tank is epic or something? Hell bananas? No, obviously not. No, it's not. It is too specific tank for my taste, and I never ever was the fan of the rear mounted turrets for sure, and I can't see why this vehicle would be good or why this vehicle would be better than standard IS-3. Once again, it's only my opinion, but I think this tank is not very good, let's say like that. Right here, fellas, we are going to take the side scrapping position, and hopefully this guy is going to peek on us. Could you please peek on us, kind sir? I know you want to. Oh yes, he wants to. Okay, this is not very good. So what is happening right here? We are side scrapping on this corner. He didn't penetrate us. We didn't penetrate him either way. And it's not very good. Luckily, our team is making a pressure on him, so now we can go and flank him, and we can pretty much eliminate him from the game, because Type is going to shoot him anytime soon. I'm trying to hit his track, but obviously I hit the ally. Luckily, there is no such a thing as team damage and so on. And here you go, fellas. ISM, bloody awful tank. I need when I'm saying I am very far away from being like extremely good heavy tank player, I do not lie, fellas. I truly mean it. And the thing is, tanks like this, which is like extremely specific heavy tanks, ooh, it's, let's say like that, it is not my cup of tea by any means. I do not adore those tanks, and I think they are definitely not created for me. Now frontally, look, he can penetrate us frontally if I'm not mistaken. He bounced the very far shot, good for us, although we did not manage it to kill this vehicle frontally. It's okay, let it be. Better luck next time. You know what? I will do one bonus battle. You know where this tank is shining, at least in my opinion? Against the tier 6s, because on the tier 6 you can go in front like crazy and you can simply eliminate them from the game with a big smile on your face. Speaking about the higher tiers, like if you are, oh my bananas, this is what you don't want to see, okay? This is the game, this is the matchup which you do not want to see. Do I think ISM is playable? Yes, it's playable. Do I think it's good? No, because you are not flexible at all as vehicle if you are getting Kempinovka like this. I mean, like honestly, what you can do right there, if you will go on top of the hill, you will get bombed by the Artas. What you supposed to do? Okay, so in this battle I will take completely different completely different idea and I won't play aggressively at all. I just don't care. Why I'm not going to play aggressively? Because I don't really think I can afford doing that, at least at first. At first we are going to take the typical sniper schnitzel position over there, maybe. Maybe this is going to be the case and maybe we will punish enemies for their stupidity. EBR Ferrari going through the open field in Kempenovka and he is simply outspotting pretty much all our team right there. Not a big surprise at all. This thing was to be expected for obvious reasons because it is Ferrari, right? And yeah, fellas, I think I'm defending the base. Okay. Plan B. What am I going to do right there? This is the matchmaking which is painful for bottom tier heavy tanks. Kempenovka, couple of artas, you are -2 matchmaking. This is just disgusting. Okay. So what is happening? They have the light tank, which is actually know what he is doing. He went in front, he got his early assisting damage right there, hip hip hooray. What we supposed to do of all this? Very good question. I think my main point right there is going to be, I will try to take this position over there and hopefully from here I can protect base at least a bit. Speaking where that EBR is now, probably he is sitting somewhere in the bushes right there, and this is definitely not a very good thing for us. It's just not. So I will be that base defender which is simply waiting till the EBR is going to make a mistake and I will try to punish him for his stupidity if he is going to make one. This is my, this is simply my mission right there. Okay, BR, maybe he's right there. I don't know. I just went for a blind shot. So, look, when I'm saying the tank is not really flexible, that's exactly what I mean by saying the tank is not really flexible. With this vehicle, you are getting spotted in the Kempenovka field in the open map and you are worth a pile of garbage, right? That's why when people is asking me, is the object 705A line worth it? My answer is all the time the same. No, it's not. Just because flexibility of this vehicle is below average. You can be competitive, especially against the lower tiers in the maps like Ensk, Himmelsdorf, Kharkov, whatever, right? That's the matchups where you can be very competitive at. Speaking about the matchups in the open tier, in the open maps, I don't really think you can be very, very competitive right there, fellas. I just don't think it's the case. Okay, let's wait for it. If EBR will try to go over there, I will try to punish him for his mistake. Obviously, this battle is it's done, okay? It is over. I would love to say I could do something right there, but I can't. With this kind of matchmaking, with this kind of map, with this kind of team, we can't do shit, my friends. And I would love to change something, but I definitely can't. I just can't. And fellas, in the same time, I completely understand when people are saying the wheeled vehicles is annoying for World of Tanks and wheeled vehicles are disgusting. Believe me, I completely understand that, fellas. I know. And I know one more thing. We cannot change it. We cannot do anything about it. And all we can do, we can cry in the corner. That's what pretty much we can do. Okay, right here, it's about the time to side scrap. Can we punish this guy over there? No. We can't, because this guy is going very, very close for us, and we are in the big trouble. Let's say like that. We are in very, very big trouble. This guy is going sideways for us. We will try to punish him. We managed to do that, but what's from that? Not much. Can I turn around? Nah, there is no chance. He have a better DPM since he is a tier 10 and is a tier 8. I can simply suck his D. Sad story. So here you go, fellas. Welcome into the World of Tanks in 2019. Where matchmaking is actually horrible. where positivity in the game is not very good. And to play nowadays with the tanks like ISM, I do not see the option why would you do that. But once again, it's only me, and in the same time, I completely understand there is that type of players which is enjoying playing with tanks like ISM. I am not one of them. I think this tank overall is playable. If you are playing in the open maps, you are garbage. If you are playing with against the tier 10s, you are also not very competitive. But skill, I bounced Jack Peas the other day. It doesn't matter, fellas. The luck is happening with every single tank. So yeah. Anyways, what we could do in this battle, nothing. They had Ferrari, we had 1-1, 1-1 spotted, 1000 Ferrari spotted, 5000 plus he dealt himself 3000. He won the game for the enemy team. Not much what I can do, and I don't really want to look into this tank anymore. So here you go. IS2, ISM performance was disgusting. It was not good at all, fellas. I would love to change it, but I can't. It was just bloody awful. And once again, when I'm doing this kind of Tech 3 showcase, I don't want to pick the best battles. You think I can't go into the tank GG and pick the 8000 damage game of this and say how bloody good it is? I can. I don't want to. I want to show you the games which is happening nowadays, which I have, which you will have, and so on, so on. That's what I want to do. I don't want to show you the best battles. Anyways, IS2M can go and eat Kaku. Now the next things next. We have two more tanks left. We have 705 and we have the 705A. And speaking about the 705, you have two guns to choose from. This is the IS4 gun and this is the IS7 gun. I think this one is way more competitive because things, how everything is looking with this gun, you simply have better combination of things. APCRs as a standard and heat as a gold. Speaking about the other gun, you have the AP as a standard and APCRs as gold. And as you can see, someone played with my account, probably me, when I was drunk. Obviously, I'm joking. I think when I marked this tank, I marked it with the IS7 gun with a full APCRs. Maybe, I can't remember that. Anyways, we are going to start everything with IS7 gun. Yes, this is the loadout which we are going to have. The APs is not horrible, but APCRs is simply better. So, and I actually, well, it's too late. It's okay. We have 10 APs, we have 15 APCRs and 5 high explosives. Let's see what we can do with this vehicle. What this tank is all about, this vehicle is all about the side scrapping. If you are going to get catched while going in front and someone will track you, you are dead. If you will play in the open maps where there is quite some artas, you are dead. If you will play in Kempenovka like we had the situation before, you won't be able to do anything. If you are getting the maps like Paris, they're supposed to be good, and let's see what we can craft right there. How everything is going to look like. More likely we are going to play the two battles with 705A, with 705, and we will play one with one gun, another with other gun. I think the other gun is more competitive just because of the combination of the things, but we'll see. We'll see, maybe it's only my imagination. Obviously, if you are willing to spam the full APCRs with IS7 gun, probably it's not the worst idea either, but I believe majority of the people is not going to do that, so. Hello Skill OMG, I'm in TV. Hello YouTube TV. Wait. I really wanted to pray him very, very well right here, and obviously we managed to get a shot on this vehicle since he made a mistake himself. Good. Okay, next things next. What do we want to do? You see this Centurion, we want to punish him for his stupidity. Can we go in front aggressively? Oh, my bananas from Banana Land. What we managed to see, we managed to see the E100 over there. Okay, very interesting stuff, and he's side scrapping right there. I can overmatch his rear. If I would hit him into his rear, that would be the overmatch into the engine deck, just saying, so. But since that was not the case, not much what we can change right there. Now we are aiming for his turret. Obviously we are shooting the gold right there because the E100 is trying to side scrap and he is doing the things properly, so what I can do? Nothing. Either way I will shoot the APCRs or I will get killed. Too bad we did not manage to penetrate the 50 TP cupola. One more thing about this vehicle, it is it has a trollish gun, okay? This is the thing which I definitely need to highlight about this tank. And especially against the tier 10. Wait until we will start playing with the tier 10. It's going to be a quite interesting story, I guess. Scorpion is trying to cross like this. Can we build the angle to hit it, please? And when people is asking why I don't like the 705A line, this is the reason why. The gun handling is bloody horrible. The armor is not the armor which you could trust, to be completely honest with you. The whole I just blocked the ally, sorry. I did not mean to block my ally by any means, but that just happened, and I own an apology for him, that's for sure. As you can see, fellas, frontally, you simply do not have armor at all, you are burning. If the tanks are tall like enemy Motion was, he can simply deal with you even when he is face hugging you. Once again, I do not like the tanks which have more weaknesses than they have the bonuses, if I can say so. And in my opinion, the 705A line is exactly like this. Obviously we can have a discussion, you know, for a bad dancer, even his balls is disturbing him, which is absolutely the case. But one or another way, I would say this tank is a garbage. Together with 705A and ISM. Obviously, I did not play this battle properly. What do I mean by saying that? I did not hug at the one corner to only side scrap and do nothing more, just side scrapping, right? Because those tanks are created for that. If you are making a pressure, there is, I mean, look at the bouncing armor right there, none. Just because it is the case, because this tank is just not bueno. I was hesitating, fellas, do I want to do this Tech 3 showcase or not? But I really want to show you how garbage those tanks is, and although I had quite some good battles with those vehicles when I was marking them, it doesn't mean, you know, good games is happening with any tank. It doesn't mean the overall gaming experience is going to be enjoyable for every single player. And in my opinion, it's not enjoyable. But once again, maybe it's only me, and maybe I am the one which do not know how to play with those tanks properly, although I know you need to side scrap on the corner. That's what you need to do. But once again, it's not my cup of tea. It is like to say the person which hates melons. Just eat melon and life is going to be beautiful. No, I don't like that. Probably it's the case from my side, although I'm trying to show you not only bad things, good things in the same time, right? I'm trying to do my best, but fellas, it's not so easy. Hopefully the other battle is going to be way better, and hopefully in the other game we are going to get way better performance. I hope so. Anyways, what is the situation? 12-9. Our team is winning the battle. They have full hit points 907, but he was way too passive right there, so I really doubt he's going to win this battle by him own. He have 1,500 hit points. He's going for a trash burn, and our trash burn is getting and our trash burn penetrated him for 1,000. That was a mistake by the 907. He is down to the 400 hit points, which pretty much means he is pretty much down to the one shot for majority of our tanks, right? The E75 is pushing in front while saying blah, 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 and he killed the EBR. Now 907 did not manage to penetrate the E75 frontally, which is completely understandable. And look at this, fellas. Our 907, our E75 more likely will eliminate the 907. If it's not going to be the case, there is object which will. E75 just simply said boom, and the 907 is just simply dead. Probably I ruined his name couple of times right there, but no one noticed that anyways. I love you, fellas. Thanks for understanding. Skill boost your moral. Roger that. Pinky up. Woo! Very, very nice. Okay, this battle was half of the trouble. We managed to get 2.5 and 1.3 thousand. It's okay. It is only a start for us. Now we are going to use the gun which I think supposed to be used on this vehicle, and it's going to be 440 alpha damage gun with a good combination of the things. APCRs as a standard, which is nice, and the heats as a gold, which is also very, very nice for a super heavy, if we can say so. The situation of this vehicle is not different, it's literally the same. We need to side scrap on whatever corner, and we want to get as much use as we can. Speaking about the open place with this vehicle, it's not very, very good. Okay. So, since we are playing with a super heavy, this is only one way, actually two options how we can play this. Option number one is to go like this, but I'm not fast enough to do so, so I will avoid this kind of stuff. Or option number two is to go like this, and I think I will do that now. I hope enemies are going to make quite some mistakes, and we will simply say boom, 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 and then we will dance in the rain, naked. And this is the plan. Now you know what, I'm getting the flashbacks when I was marking those vehicles, how much I did not like at them. It's crazy. Now I am getting flashbacks how much I enjoyed playing with them to get mark of excellence, so on and so on, so on. Oh boys, it is... I don't want to talk about that, okay? Haha. As you can see, we have a lot of forces which is going right here, which is not bad for us at all. They have only one Arta, which is Crusader SP, which, let's get real, can't do shit for us, right? But what we can do and what we will do, we will shout Russia. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not yet. Russia. Beautiful. This gun, in my opinion, is way more competitive just because how it's working, right? Now pay attention right there. The 87 is making a mistake, and although we managed to hit his cupola, we did not manage to penetrate him, but what can we do? Nothing. We can only cry in the corner for not penetrating him. Let's try to do the same for IS, and for IS we managed to do that. So this is the situation which you want to have with this tank. You are fighting against the lower tiers, and you are simply side scrapping on the corner. This battle is going to be good just because we are fighting against the lower enemies, right? And so we can flex on them, if you know what I mean. This is the main reason why this battle is going to be good. Speaking, could I play here when there is 3 Artas in the battle? Hell no, because I would simply got eliminated from the game, and Artas would not even ask my name. So right here, look. all I need to do right there, I need to shit on those guys which is playing over there, that's it. By the way, you notice that Crusader SP have a small gun. Why do I know that? Because he is not giving me the stun amount, right? So that basically means he's using the tier 6 Arta gun. Although he have a relatively nice Arca damage, well, he have relatively nice Arca, he's not doing any damage whatsoever for us. So pretty much in this battle, I'm treating this game like there would be no Arta whatsoever. Okay guys, the plan right here is very simple. I want to go down like this, right? This is the plan. This guy just shot, so I'm just going for him very aggressively. He noticed that he's in trouble. He's not even turning his tank and he's dead. Well, that makes sense because he was tracked. That's why he was not turning his tank. So hip hooray. The first part is done right here. What to do now? Can we eliminate this guy from the game? Sure we can. Amazing. So far full hit points, nothing too crazy happened for us, so we can keep making pressure like this. I know it's relatively dangerous, but I am going to do that anyways, just because I am brave. Plus on top of that, I know the Crusader is sitting, the enemy Arta is sitting right here, so I would love to punish him for his mistakes if I can do that. The VK is sniping us from over there, but once again it's not a big deal. I tried to snap him, too bad I did not manage to do that. And the Scorpion is right here. So what is happening? We spotted the Scorpion and Scorpion is running already. Now we have the side of this tank, but unfortunately we did not manage to hit him, which is very sad, but I can't change it. And he have a small gun, so to be honest, he is not too dangerous for us. Our Emil is going to deal with enemy Arta right here, and enemy Arta is pretty much dead meat. Can we penetrate his cupola? Pretty please, game? Obviously we can't. Okay, we are loading the hits now, and let's use the tank properly then, because we are fighting against the 1 tier lower super heavy. Can we penetrate him with the hits, or can we hit him with the hits? Question mark. The enemy light tank is over there. Can we hit him? Obviously we can't. Scorpion is running, Leo is in the side trying to aim our shot. I probably should scream Russia instead, but it's okay, not a big deal. Now we are hitting this guy sideways. He took one for the team. The VK is still trying to snipe us, but let's get real, he's playing with a stock gun, and it is not a big chance he's going to penetrate us, although RNG is treating us like a big poops, and we are not being able to penetrate this tank even now. Anyways, light tank managed to pen us sideways, which is completely understandable, but it's not about that now. What do we want to do? We want to claim this T-34 life, because he is making quite some mistakes right here. Speaking about mistakes, fire! I don't want to talk about this vehicle. I just don't want to talk about it. Skill, would you rather play with 103? M103. Hiya, Captain. Skill, would you rather play with a Conqueror? Yes. Skill, would you rather play with STI? Yes. Skill, would you rather play with E75? Yes. Skill, would you rather play with VK, which is looking like a slipper? Yes. It's bloody awful, fellas. Yes, you can get those beautiful battles, but you need to side scrap on the corner, and you cannot do anything else, okay? And yes, I was very aggressive in this battle for obvious reasons, because I was chasing for damage. Skill, you greedy bastard. Yes, I am. I wanted to show you, and you know what? I covered pretty much everything with this battle. I covered how this tank is looking like when you are playing the lower tier opponents, when they cannot penetrate you when you are side scrapping. Against the higher tiers, it would be the same situation if you are side scrapping properly, although if people will load hits, they can penetrate you into the turret, to be honest. Depends on their penetration and so on. One or another way, in my opinion, with all my respect, this tank is garbage. Next, tier 10, fellas. I know this Tech 3 showcase is quite some negative from my side, but guys, I mean, what I supposed to do? Should I say it is the best line in the World of Tanks if the tanks is sucking a massive D, if the tanks is not good, if the tanks is not flexible? I don't know what do you want to hear from my side. I am saying my opinion. Keep this in mind. This is my opinion. I know there is some people which will say, but it's amazing for side scrapping. But I can counter this saying very, very simply. In the open maps, you cannot side scrap, or you can try to build some kind of angle, but it's not going to work. If you are going to play against the good players, Art is going to smack you in the head majority of the times when you are playing. The gun is not reliable, so there is a big chance you are going to miss majority of your shots, or quite some shots of yours. In the current meta, in the current World of Tanks, those tanks is not good. This is my opinion about it. And without crying too much, let's start with a tier 10. I know, fellas, this Tech 3 showcase is looking painful, and believe me, I do not enjoy this either way, but I need to do what I need to do. I need to say my opinion about those tanks, and in my opinion, this line is just pure garbage. When people is asking, do I recommend this tank in the streams and so on, my answer is always no, because it's not flexible, it's not nice. Although in this kind of matchmaking, pay attention what is happening right there. It is a tier 8 matchmaking with a tier 10 heavy tank. I mean, what tanks like Tiger can do for me? Literally nothing. And now, right there, we can flex. We are going to go into the city and we will destroy them all, pretty much. Even without the gold ammunition at all. Speaking about the penetration, 256 and 317. By the way, 317 for a heavy tank is not good. But skill, what do you mean? I mean, it's not good. Even Ruski medium tanks is getting 330, plus on top of that, they are way more flexible and they can do more things. With this vehicle, keep this in mind, majority of the times you are fighting against the super heavies, like the Super Conqueror, the same Chieftain, the same 279E, the same E100, Mouse, yada yada, a lot of other super heavies right there, so keep this in mind. And in the current World of Tanks, I have no clue how those vehicles can be competitive in the full tier 10 matchmaking, and when you are dealing with other just simply better tanks. Why you should get yourself a big disadvantage in the game, I don't know, but it's up to you guys. Okay, what do we want to do right there? The plan is very, very, very simple. We are going to go into the city for obvious reasons, and we are going to fight against everyone which we are going to see over there. We are aiming our shot, and this guy took one for the team. Although we are trying to side scrap right there, the first shot was into the completely flat lower plate, so it's not a big surprise why did he penetrated us, right? Right here, I don't want to rush too much in front. I want to side scrap right here, and let's see, can we spot some bushwankers in the back? And the answer is no, we can't. Okay, good. What do we want to do next? Next, we want to go a bit more aggressive over there, and hopefully we are going to find the angle on this sweet E100, or alternatively this sweet 65T. Obviously, we are going for a damage right there, so we are hitting the easier target for obvious reasons. And soon we will start building the angle for the almighty 100. We are going for another shot to this poor soul. I'm feeling so damn dirty while doing that. Should we leave him alive with 200 hit points? Yes, we should. Okay, let's leave this guy alive with 200 hit points so he can enjoy his battle just a tiny touch more. The Scorpion is getting spotted right here. I'm moving backwards. and I'm trying to snap Scorpion. We managed to hit him for 600 in the face, which was looking quite nice, and our T30 is getting eliminated from the game. Sad story for a T30, very good story for E100, although E100 is sitting in some kind of shithole right there, so he can't I don't really think he's enjoying this battle too much. If he's going to pull in front too much, we won't be able to see him anymore, but you know what, there is a chance he's going to side scrap right there, so I'm just waiting until he's going to do that. We are playing this battle quite smartly, because I think we are losing this battle already, okay? I mean, I am not entirely sure our team is going to lose the other side, but yeah. Anyways. I try to use the third person view to do some damage for this guy. Too bad I did not manage to do that, but that was my fault, and I am simply trying to side scrap against this E100, and E100 have a very bad time against us. Although Scorpion managed to find the shot on us, it's not a big deal, because soon we are going to eliminate this E100 from the game, and then we can start playing a bit more aggressively. Since that guy got eliminated from the game, that's very good thing for us. Are you ready to kill the Scorpion in 5, 4, 3, 2... Never mind. Just going to eliminate this guy right here. This guy is completely eliminated from the battle. That's what we want to see. Okay, Jack Pizda and 704 over there. Can we get some more use of this kind of situation? Sure we can. We are trying to side scrap against Jack Pizda. Jack Pizda is pretty much hull down against us, which unfortunately, but I need hits. Otherwise I can't do shit for almighty Jack Pizda. Jack Pizda is not looking at us, which is quite good stuff. Can we find a shot into the 704? That would be bloody lovely. That would be lovely. Jack Pizda is trying to peek a bit more, and he's raising his gun. I don't really understand what the Jack Pizda is doing over there. Okay, RNG, if you love me and you want to give me some happiness while I'm playing with this tank, let me penetrate him into oh, Paula. Come on. Please. This is the situation which you are having with this vehicle very often, fellas. This tank don't have like very good gun handling by any means, so keep this in mind. You are not going to hit those, you know, longer range shots by... Oh boy. RNG, thank you so much. I am taking my words back. I love you with all my heart, with all my soul, and with even my ass. Please, RNG, can you help me once again, please? Well, I mean, I hit where I was aiming to, so I can't complain. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying the penetration is relatively low for a tier 10 super heavy, because it is definitely the case, fellas. Penetration is very low on this vehicle. Beast in the face. Where did he penetrated us? He penetrated us into the upper hull, but it's understandable because he was in the upper ground and I was in the lower ground, that's why. One or another way, you saw that yourself how this vehicle is performing. We bullied lower tiers, we was having so much fun while doing that. When we met a tier 10s, the life is not looking that beautiful, let's say like that. The Scorpion tried to aim for his shot, object is aiming for his shot, object is going down. I want him to go down right here, so angle is going to be better, and as you can see, we are hitting him once again. Fellas, even bad tanks can have a good games, okay? And don't be tricked with this performance. This tank is actually good. No, it's not. We was fighting against the tier 8s. For F's sake, we killed the AMX65, or we hit the AMX65. So, you know, I believe it's quite clear and it's completely understandable why we are having this kind of performance like this. T-34 do not have the best gun handling, no, not the best gun handling, but the best armor, sorry, and I did not manage to penetrate him, although, as I said before, the gun handling of this vehicle is bloody awful. Anyways, the first good battle of Tech 3 Showcase. Can we have some claps? Clap, clap, clap. One more battle with this vehicle, fellas. I'm fighting with myself playing with those vehicles. I'm sorry if I am looking quite negative, but I'm telling you the truth. From my point of view, from my side, those vehicles is not the most enjoyable tanks to play with. And oh boy, I don't really think they are good and competitive in the current games meta. I hope I will get tier 10 matchmaking and city, please. Tier 10 matchmaking and city. Like Ensk against the tier 10s. I want to fight against the other super heavies, okay? So you are going to see how everything is going to look like. Matchmaking, you are thinking for me. And before we will get Prokhorovka with 3 artists. I hope game is not listening. Okay, so we have a tier 9 battle right there against the 2 artists. Okay, very interesting thing. So what do we want to do now? I think this tank have only one play, and that play is pretty much to go into the one line. I will load heat immediately right there, hashtag gold noob. Nah, that's what you need to do. We will fight against the 60 TP 277, potentially Super Conqueror, and more likely Jack Pizda, and maybe some artist which is playing over there. So it's way better to be ready than to say sorry after that, okay? So let's do this. Although I mentioned that many times before, the one line, I mean, it's definitely not the gameplay which I want to have, but when you are playing with a super heavies, I hate super heavies, fellas. I would rather play with light or medium tank. But when you are playing with them, I mean, what you supposed to do? You are trying to go into positions where you can hold the angle, hold the corner, and you are simply trying to get as much use as you can by holding that position, right? That's how everything is looking like in the world of tanks, unfortunately. Anyways. We are going to meet Conqueror right there. Object is getting spotted right there. Okay, good. Good to know that. Now the question is, where is the Mr. Jack Pizda? Because that Jack Pizda could snipe from over there, and that would be a bloody bad situation for us. Okay, look at this beauty. One thing which I want to highlight once again, the gun handling of this vehicle is awful. It is awful. It's not good gun handling by any means, so keep that in mind, fellas. Okay, right there. Can I hit it? I'm not making those things up, fellas. When I am saying what do I think about that tank, I am speaking from the bottom of my heart, okay? And when I'm saying the gun handling can be bloody awful, and the gun handling is the handling which you actually cannot trust, I truly mean it. I don't want to block you from grinding one or another line. I want to show you how the games is looking with one or another tank, and if I'm saying the gun handling is bloody awful, usually it is the case, and the gun handling is bloody awful. Wow. Maybe I need to cry about the guns more often. Let's try to do that. The gun handling is shit. Maybe. I can penetrate him into the frontal mantlet without bigger problems. Keep this in mind. This is the perfect play with this vehicle. You are side scrapping on the corner and you are waiting until enemies are going to make one or another stupidity. Although, as you can see, The high explosives can shit on you quite a bit right there. It's okay. I mean, if he thinks I care about the 70 damage shots, he is wrong. And one mistake from his side and we will punish him very, very hardly right there. Oh, as you can see, mistakes were made. And we can penetrate him directly into his face, which is very, very nice stuff. So, right here, boys, we are simply trying to... shit on the enemy forces which is playing over there. Nothing unusual right there. By the way, if you are wondering, do I know where the waffle cook is sitting at? Obviously I know. He's sitting right there. High explosives in the face. High explosives in the face. High explosives. High explosives. High explosives in the face. I know. I picked my career choices wrong. I should be a singer, fellas. I know, fellas. I know. Well, you're living and you're learning. What can I say? I'm trying to penetrate his lower plate right here. Hip hip hooray, fellas. Yes, you are seeing a lot of the gold spam, shit ton of the gold spam. But that's how everything is looking like in the world of tanks, and that's what makes tanks like this alternatively competitive, and at least you can penetrate the vehicles, because with 250 penetration for majority of the times I would be able to sit in the back and do nothing more than that. Hip hip hooray, good battle, we hold the line, enemy team had no team, our team is winning, we got 4.6, hip hip hooray. I believe I showed you everything what this tank is all about. When you are side scrapping, majority of the times people will load high explosives and pissed. They're going to shit on you. The gun handling is not very reliable. When you are going through the open field, you saw that on the tier 9 what is happening. Everyone is going to penetrate you. So, fellas, if you are into side scrapping on the corner, and majority of the times what you want to see is the wall in front of you, and you want to play like this, this line might be for you. Is this line for me? With all my respect, fellas, this line is definitely not for me. I do not adore this tank. I don't like to play with this vehicle. And let me know in the comment section down below what do you think about that. Speaking about the games which we played with ISM only 1.2 thousand average, but once again, the games was just bloody awful. With a tier 9 3000 average plus 700, with this one 5.3 thousand average plus 700, but I must admit I was lucky. Speaking about the average performance, with this tank I have 3.6 plus 800 without spamming full gold. On this vehicle average performance is 3.2 plus 700 without spamming full gold, although there was some battles where I did that. And speaking about the tier 8, my average performance is 2.6 plus 500, which is not bad. But today, unfortunately, I did not have luck with this vehicle at all, and for some reason, it was not my day to play with ISM. Anyways, fellas, I hope you enjoy this Tech 3 showcase. It was not the most pleasant experience for me, since they are definitely not my tanks, although soon or eventually we will start grinding the Mark of Excellence on them on the Roo server, and it's going to be bloody painful. But eventually we are going to deal with that. Anyways, fellas, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed your long daily dose of skill. And remember to leave your comment what you are thinking about this line itself. Do you think it's competitive? Do you think I should learn how to play the game? Or did I said not truth, or how to say that? My main point, all of those vehicles, is the side scrappers on the corner, and that's what you need to do, okay? That's what I think, and this is my opinion. So correct me if I am wrong. Thank you so much for watching, fellas. That was your daily dose of skill. See you next time. Skill is out. Peace.